What a fish, mate!
Yeah!
Look at that! Hello, good morning, and welcome to GKJ Fishing. Today, I am fishing. Funny enough, because it's a fishing video. Just at Iron Marines now. I've got to pick up some night lights, some extra bait. I'm going to pump some worms later. I've found a nice blow lug bed, which has a lot of worms, and I'm going to suck some out later. Probably going to fish the low water and the high water mark because it's an absolutely massive tide today. So it goes really, really far out, and it comes really, really high up. The best fishing can sometimes be the most dangerous conditions, so be careful. Safety aspect done. I've just noticed I've called into Higham Marine to look at a few bits and stuff, and I've just noticed the Happy Hooker's boat. Now I know in there he has a load of night lights, and I need some. So before I go over, I'm going to try and sneak some night lights out of there. Obviously, I'm going to try and sneak them out, but he won't see it till he sees this video. That's the plan. So I am nicking them, but I'm telling him because it'll be funny, because I know he's got a big box in there. So I'm going to need to get into that boat now. I can't see him as yet. I know he's doing a bit of work here. And I'm going to try and get some free night lights. Why not, eh? Like, let's get over there. And where's his night lights? I know there's some in here. In the hooker boat, there is night lights. Right, has he been living in here? Right, let's move this out of the way. Because I know the hooker has night lights somewhere. I don't know if it's in here or what. Here they are, look. Right, I'm not going to be greedy. I need one for me, two for my rods, one for Curtis, one for Caden. Cheers, Mr. Hooker. Let's get out of here. You'll see it in the video, mate. Yes. Let's get out of here. I don't know if he's seen me or not. I can see him down there. He's caught me. Right, I'm going to cut this off. Let's get in some night lights, mate. Well, he busted me. I thought I could see him looking, but yeah, he busted me. But he'd get on me anyway. He told me to take what I want anyway. He's a good egg, he's Mr. Hooker. He's a good one. So I've come back in and I've got the entire box now, 100 of them. I'm joking, I haven't really. Right, I've got to head over to Anglesey now to get my fishing stuff, because it's in Anglesey. We're fishing around the Llandudno, Pensaern, Abergele area tonight. Not exactly sure where, but along that coast. So I'm going to go and grab my stuff now. I'm going to call into ABC Tackle and get some squid. But the wind is picking up, so apologies in advance if it sounds like I'm in the middle of a blizzard or a tornado in a bit, because it is picking up. But it should be good fishing. Peace out. I've got my fishing stuff, as you can see, all packed and ready. The wind is rocking the car. It is horrendous, but what can you do? You just got to get on with it sometimes. Been to Anglesey Baits and tried to pick up a few bits from there. Just been to Menai Deli, the best calf around, and I've got myself from there. Check it out, check it out. A big bacon, sausage and mushroom bap. It is the best food ever. My recommendation would be, if anybody's passing, the double bacon cheeseburger, the large one. It's like picking a house brick up. It's that heavy, and it is absolutely amazing. And you can add all the extras you want on it if you want to go the full cha-ching. I'm a bit of a big one, and I struggle to get through it. If you're in the area, check it out. You can also have a chat to Gav. He's a very good angler. He runs a Facebook page, and he's had a clonker of a bass out too, some big bass. So yeah, it's a place to go, get some good food, which is absolutely amazing. Like, I always stop here. It's my favourite place for anything from like breakfasts, like bacon, sausage, mushroom, baguettes, cold snacks, right up to your cheeseburgers and all that stuff. It's something for everybody, and you can have a good chat about fishing while you're in there too. And he might tell you some marks if you're really, really, really lucky. But anyway, I've got to head over to Roast Tackle and Bait now. He's got some fresh worm for me there, and they're always good, fresh black lug from there. I'm going to hit the low water and the high water mark in a bit, so stay with me, people. See if we can pick a fish or two up, but the wind's windy. But wind is windy, isn't it? Wind wouldn't be windy if it wasn't windy. So I've just come out of Roast Tackle and Bait. I've got me fresh black lug. and what good worms they are from there. I don't know what was going on the men. I don't know if it was a training exercise or what, but I know the tide's big. It was covering the green, and the boats just couldn't get through the bridge. They just didn't have the power. There was a couple of bigger ones, the little ones. I don't know if there was training going on or what, but didn't look good on there, to be fair. Anyway, I'm sure they all know what they're doing. They've got more experience than me. I'm just guessing, but I just couldn't get up the Menai. She was ferocious today. Well, I've done a lot of driving and a lot of talking. I picked lots of bits of baits up, I've got about 10 or 15 peeler crab I've got out my freezer too. So we got everything we need. As I say, the wind is still up, but you've heard me talk about the wind too many times now, so we won't say wind again, but it is windy. So I'll see you when I'm about to get some fishing. I'm going to get some rigs tied now, get prepared, double check the tide times, hit a low water mark, and I'll be out till after midnight tonight on a high water mark too. We'll get some fish. Definitely, 100%. The time had come to get a bait in the water, so I headed down to the mark and got prepared for whatever Mother Nature could throw at me. And by the way, did I tell you, it was a bit windy. Wind, the rain's just started, it almost looks like hail. I don't know what's going on here. To get the rods in, but the tripod's already gone over. Oh, the wind's that bad, the rain's hurting. Well, we've got to make it happen. Bait of choice was a roast tackle and bait, black lug, and a big old Sheila the Peeler picked by yours truly from Anglesey. The rig choice was pulley pennels about 2 foot long, so it was time to get me Jeremy waders on and start wading out and casting. Just at this point here, I realised how strong the current was. I was about a foot deep in water and it was like it wanted to wash me away. This is exactly what I was trying to explain here, but you couldn't hear a thing. It was something along the lines of, when I was out there, it was about a foot deep of water and the current was that strong it was pulling me. There is no way I could have went waist deep. And I'm not one to worry about the water. I'm often out there, nipple deep, in my waders, up to my nicky-nacky news fishing. But that current was just too strong, and safety first. And that current brought loads of weed in with it. And every cast, the eyes on the rod was just getting covered in weed and making it impossible to reel the rig in. Can't reel because of the line. And the weed just kept coming every cast. Come on, we're not giving in. We're not giving in. Am not, will not, cannot. Having fished this mark a few times this year and catching multiple bass on nearly every session on a flat calm sea with bright sunlight, I was adamant that on this dull day with the waves crashing in and a bit of surf on the water with fresh crab and fresh worm that I was going to pick some bass up. But it just didn't seem to happen. I fished the flooding tide for about 2 hours, changing baits every 15 to 20 minutes with fresh worm and fresh crab. But you can't catch what's not there. That's my excuse anyway. Fingers crossed for tonight's session because we really need a result. Well then, what do you think about that? It's carnage, wasn't it? I couldn't wade out. As soon as I walked in, ankle deep, the water coming from left to right was like that, flying, and I could feel it at ankle deep, pulling me. So obviously if I went out knee or waist deep, I'd have been took away then. It really was pulling. And I know that beach because I've caught quite a few bass from there in the past, quite a few to be honest. You've probably seen the sessions where we had, I don't know, 6 or 7 within an hour and that. But I've always waded out sort of nipple deep and, you know, just got over the bar. So I couldn't really get where I wanted to go. But I did think with the, you know, with the surf like that and having fresh crab and fresh worm that I might have picked a bass up in the little rollers, you know, in the second breakers or the third breakers, but wasn't to be. I did fish it down for an hour, fished the low and fished it back up, changing baits regular, fresh crab, fresh worm, you know, everything. If that had been there, I think I'd have had a bite then. So I was changing often and I was right in the surf, but I would have liked to have got out a bit further. Right, I've been on a bit of a blanking streak lately, and that's been out on the boat, you know, putting the effort in, using fresh baits, casting regular, just can't seem to get it right. Back out on high water in about 2 or 3 hours time, just over here. The only good thing about that session is the rods are set up and I'm pretty much fishing from the back of the car in a few hours time, and I'm going to fish it up for a couple hours and maybe down for one, and I'm hoping just to pick anything up, anything. I've been struggling, so I'll see you in a couple hours time, just as it's getting dark and just as this water's filling up. And if you like this type of stuff, feel free to hit that subscribe button. It's putting in a lot of effort for nothing. See you in a bit. Well, we've decided to come to Northshore now. Me, Curtis, Caden and Sarah here. It's too rough on the other beach in Llandudno, so we've got a little bit of shelter here, but it is still blowing. We've probably got about half hour's fishing to make it happen, because it's been a long day. The rods are out, and yeah, well, let's see if we can make something happen, eh? Fingers crossed. What happened then is the rod nearly ran off the rest. Let Caden have the rod, and it literally nearly took the rod off the rest, and it was pulling him. We don't know what it is. We're going to go and have a look. Yes, mate.
Big up! Big up! Oh, yeah! Yeah!
Yes, mate!
Oh my god, yes! Oh my god!
What a fish, mate!
Yeah!
Yes!
Go, 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 go. This isn't here tonight.
Come on, mate, get him back. You might have to walk in a little bit, mate, if you don't mind getting your feet wet. It's gone. What just happened? Oh my god. That was a lump of a smooth out. Well done, Caden. I had a bite on my rod, let him have it. It nearly took the rod off the rest. The rod went over and over and over. The rest went over. The rest went over, and the rod was pulling towards the water. He's got it, and he's pulled him a little bit down the beach as well. And it was a battle. And fair play, Caden, that is a PB smoothhound from the shore, Northshore, Llandudno. Wow. I don't know what else to say about that, but I think that's us now. That was a in, one bite, big fish, get out. See you on the next video.